All right, so I agree to this new era thing. This new era, whatever, this talking thing. I know it's the first of its kind. I know TCW, I don't know who's in charge anymore, Cult, Prince, whatever. They want to do this sit-down stuff, and I guess they got a nice location, or whatever, guy. So I'm just going to say what I said every other time. All the jokes aside, all the seizure stuff, is honestly, I personally do not believe there is a new era. I believe that we should collectively, as a group, meaning the roster minus Jacob Ayers, fight the Cult and get rid of them. Not just from TCW. At this point, I'm so sick of them that we should just get rid of them in general. They killed off HOW. They attacked BWE. I don't know if they even care about going to BCW, but they're not gonna just settle in over here like a parasite. So I think the perfect way to show the unity. We can go back to killing each other afterwards. You and myself especially. We've never seen eye to eye on anything. We never teamed up. It's in the record. Technically, on a technicality, you and me are technically 1-1 against each other, if I'm correct.
Something like that, yeah.
I remember my road to Crossroads, you choked me out. I was done.
Yep.
C10. In return, I beat you about a year ago. Or earlier this year.
Did he beat me?
Yeah, there it is.
The way I understand it, you know what? Never mind.
That's all I really gotta say, man. So I don't know why you're coming up with this new era stuff. Just whatever.
First of all, it's not new era stuff. Alright? I don't want this to be confused with Prince's movement. Even though I agree with it, I don't want to get it confused with that. This is a new generation. This is the future of TCW. You said it yourself. We're the soul of TCW. And honestly, man, we don't really have any serious issues. Me and you, yeah, we've had a few, slight professional issues. Very little things. I wanted championships. You want championships? We all want
Obviously,
championships.
yeah. We're in the same field of work, yeah.
Yeah, we go against each other. But you know something? There's been many times where you and Cousin and Epps and everybody else who wants to call himself an original that game runs out to the ring and has a reason to go face to face with people in the new generation. Do your best to, as some people will say, bury them, beat them down, hurt them, physically, emotionally, mentally, personally, and professionally. And do you even deny that?
I mean, I don't know. You have to really bring up an instance for me to really touch on it. Not everything's the same.
Have you watched the What is TCW video? What happens at the end of that video? You, with your big ass stick that someone got from Sandman, decides to keep whipping the crap out of everybody, screaming, "We are the TCW originals, and we're gonna stay here no matter what, because we made this place." And in between that, you beat the hits. And you know I don't like to curse, but you beat the hits out of a bunch of guys in a new generation.
Pretty sure I had a good reason to.
What was a good reason?
I don't even remember the altercation. I remember the video, and my hair was a little messed up.
It was always messed up.
Yeah, so I'm really trying to remember. I know you guys ran out there for some uncalled for BS, just like with the 319 thing.
Oh, the 319 thing was not uncalled for, sir. It was not uncalled for. Oh my, you're gonna really say that was uncalled for? 319 sprints in. The original of originals when I'm trying to retire and end my career and let the new guys continue what needs to be done. And he comes out here and try to kill me, trying to get himself over and get his own little issues with Psycho Danny to the top of everyone's ideas. And then all of you come out here right in the middle of TCW's main event, trying to act as though you're the end all and be all. I was the only person who came out there and had a problem with that. Everyone came out and had a problem with that.
Well, you led the march. That's why I blame you for a lot of this.
Hell yeah, I led the march.
I was talking about it.
Fat Nick, and no one's gonna remember this, but Fat Nick asked me to be the rebel against anarchy. You know what? That was real anarchy. You know why? Because everyone was so focused on acting like it was freaking 2007, 2008, that people couldn't remember what year it was. People didn't remember that was a present moment. Stuff passed. All that was over. No one cares about this 319 crap anymore. It's nice to bring it up because history is always significant, even though Fat Nick says it isn't.
It's true.
But they came out, they're trying to do one thing only, not be forgotten about. And what happens? The video doesn't show it anymore because TCW management decided to cut it because it was so disgusting. He beat the crap out of each and every person who was in there.
It wasn't me alone, and you gotta understand, we were dealing with the situation with Punisher 319 coming back, who was a tyrant. Now, he had a lot of political pull, to say the least.
Yeah, he was the guy.
Yeah, he was the Great White Hope. He was the focal point of TCW.
Yeah.
He was everything, and I fought my best to be even held to the same standard, even on the same. Like if I was standing across from him, the people didn't give a damn about TPC. If you look at myself personally, I was never a likable guy when I first came in. Nobody's gonna cheer the brown kid over the Great White Hope. That's what it was. I earned that with my witty comebacks, like whatever stupid crap I say that gets people giggling.
Yeah.
My wrestling.
Always funny TPC.
And I've taken beatings upon beatings. I once had a match where I was in tears. This is the goddamn awful truth. This is straight up truth. That I got slammed so hard by 319 while trying to go against him. That ever since then, if I fall weird on my elbow, my hand closes like this, and I have to pry it open. I was in tears on the floor, in my lap with my ex-girlfriend, trying to make sure that I wasn't what was the word? Paralyzed or something? I forgot. I guess that was the word.
Might work.
That's what we had to go through. So for him to personally march down here and go, hey, it's about him again. No, he doesn't belong here. He didn't belong here. He walked out after Mania 1. He didn't give a damn about TCW. Me, X, Psycho Danny, Savage Mo,
Cousin Mo,
the four of us, and then later JD. Appreciate that. The Big Four comment. But we kept this place alive, kept it running. Rory ran this place. Just the four of us. And then JD decided to come along, and then eventually, and then it grew.
And you know something? You know something? And I appreciate you for that. I don't want this to get confused. Me and you aren't enemies. We're working towards the same goal, making TCW better. We just have different viewpoints on it. I think TCW is better if we make sure that the future, the cornerstone of our future is intact. And then handle the invaders. Your idea seems to be to handle the invaders. Keep doing what you're doing. The good old days before Forsaken happened. And just keep doing what you're doing. Then eventually you leave and, TCW, whatever. You don't even seem to care about what happens after you leave. You seem to be very self-serving. Do you care about the future of TCW after TPC or after Mo or after X? Or after your sometimes buddy Dan?
Obviously, I would. I wouldn't have come back if I didn't. I felt like this place was burning down when you got like Boondocks as champion. And I said it, and I said it again, and I still mean it. Boondocks is champion.
What's wrong with Boondocks?
What's right with Boondocks? What's right with Boondocks?
Boondocks managed to hold multiple titles multiple times very well. He manages to win very, very important matches. He did a very great job at TCW Mania 3. He gets the fans hype. Even with his light stature that everyone likes to make fun of, he has created a fighting style that consistently helps him win. Utilizing his knees and the bones in his elbows and doing all of that. He's intelligent in the ring. He knows what he's doing. He puts together some very good submission maneuvers that most people can't really do. And or just won't do. Probably too worried about what can happen to him. And it happens to him. And you know what happens? He turns around and still uses it and manages to use it effectively. He's a winner. He's someone who cares. He's someone who's here every week. He's someone who dedicates himself to this. He's someone who trains for this. Didn't get to learn it while he was just wrestling